Hi there. I have been wanting to do this little video for you for a while. In the last few weeks, this has been getting louder and louder in my brain, in my awareness, and so here I am. I wanted to do the video outside, but all of a sudden my phone decided not to cooperate. It was too cold, even though it was beautiful. So here I am in my office, and I want to talk about something that is hugely important that almost nobody is looking at, nobody's talking about it, and I've come to become passionate about it. And what I'm talking about is forgiveness. And the reality is that forgiveness is essential for healing in every dimension of life. It's essential for moving, shifting energy patterns, shifting stuck energy. And I think the reason why people don't talk about it or look at it is that it feels like this maybe religious thing or a spiritual thing. It feels like a spiritual concept. Nobody really teaches us how to forgive. We don't talk about the implications, the consequences of holding on to things. We hold on to grudges or resentment or memories of old pain. We forgive but don't forget. And so part of the reason why I want to talk about it is because it affects everything. It affects your physical health, your relationships, your relationship with yourself, and it's not the thing that you immediately think about when you're thinking about what's not going well in your life. So I want to invite you to think about what's something that's not budging? What isn't quite working the way you want it to work, whether it's your body or your relationship with yourself or even your finances or your career? What's the thing that has been in kind of a stuck pattern, in a repetitive pattern, the thing you've tried really, really hard to shift? Let's say if it's your health, you're not even going to look at forgiveness, right? Because your health is your physical body. What does forgiveness have anything to do with that, right? So I'll tell you quickly, my own personal story was, as some of you know and have heard me talk about often, I had cystic acne, horrendous cystic acne for over 10 years. And finally, when I started to sort it out, I found that food started to help. As I healed my liver and detoxified my liver, my skin got better. When I healed my leaky gut, my skin got better. When I reduced inflammation, my skin got better. It all helped. It all got better. But when I got to the point of realizing that I had internalized, I had swallowed pain, resentment, shame, guilt, all of these emotions that I had swallowed with regards to some events in my life, it was that I realized that when I moved through the process of forgiveness and releasing myself from those feelings, that's when the acne went away and never came back. And so in our physical health or in our relationships, when we find that there's a pattern, there's a stuckness, there's a thing that doesn't improve no matter how hard you try, what I want to invite you to think about is what might be the thing you haven't been able to let go of. Maybe it's something old from childhood. Maybe it's something that keeps happening in your current relationship or your friendships, or maybe it's something that happened with your siblings or your parents. Maybe it's something that happened to your grandmother, and that you are actually holding this pattern in place with these stuck emotions, because emotions are chemical and biological as well. And so whether they were your own or somebody else's, your ancestors, these emotions get stuck in place, and it's the process of forgiveness that releases them. And so I want to invite you to listen to the episode I did on my show this week. It's about 30 minutes long, about forgiveness. And I walk you through what are some of the misconceptions, our misunderstanding of forgiveness that keeps us from being able to forgive. For example, we think that forgiveness is about letting the other person off the hook, or that it didn't matter. So what are some of I talk about the misconceptions, the misperception of forgiveness. I talk about how forgiveness is really about freeing yourself from pain, from the old feelings, so that you can find peace, that you can find health and resolution, and maybe even a new reality for your relationship. And I take you through a metaphor of a process, the process that I guide my clients through to find forgiveness. I break it down. I have this fun metaphor that I use, and I'll save it for the video, for the podcast, so that you can start to maybe envision and see how you can walk yourself through that process of forgiveness to find better health, a healthier relationship with yourself, and help you free yourself of the baggage, of the thing that you haven't been able to let go of. So I'll put the link to that podcast episode right below this video so you can check it out. And feel free to reach out. I'd love to hear from you and see how this topic touches you. I'll see you next time. Take care.